Hey, it's 7:30 in the morning here on day 2 of MWC 25, where we are about to do our first news broadcast of the day for FNTV at our amazing studio just outside the Fira. Picture of a dog, actual dog. Sponsorships, room for more, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. This is our green room, which is not actually green. Alejandro in his trademark sunglasses. Dog wrangler, say hello, Noah. This is where the action happens. This is how we organize everything using a very analog display. Give us a wave, guys.
Good morning.
Bit of technology. More technology. Why are people scared of technology? Spanish crew, hola.
Hola.
Morning.
Morning.
And this is the nerve center of the operation. And over here is where we have our amazing 5G slicing technology, which allows us to stream live from the show floor back here with an outside broadcast, which is working on some of the stuff from yesterday. And this has been made possible by our partners. Ericsson, which provided the 5G slicing technology, Sony, who gave us the cameras, and Telefonica, who arranged the bandwidth. Anyway, let's do some news. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of FNTV's coverage of MWC 25 here in Barcelona. I'm Steve Saunders. Today's headlines. War comes to MWC 25. Nokia, Ericsson and others make announcements targeting the defense industry. On the same day, the US suspends military aid to Ukraine. What a rip-off! With some 2-star hotels charging north of $1,000 for a room near the Fira, attendees ask, is it time to regulate Barcelona's hotel industry? Existential crisis. Can carriers play a central role in the coming Industry 4.0 revolution, or will they be relegated to the role of data utility? This commentator says it's not looking good. Well, it's going to be a scoop warmer here in Barcelona today with a high of 59 degrees, which should make the 90-minute wait for a taxi tonight a little more tolerable. Or you could pass the time with a meal at Sushi World Deli next to the Fira with what one diner described as the worst sushi I've ever eaten. Okay, that was me. Either way, FNTV has you covered again inside the event and here in our broadcast studio in front of the Fira, delivering analysis in short-form videos that get to the damn point. Well, with me now to analyse the MWC news, a very special guest, Jerry Caron from Global Data. Go on, off you go. So, Jerry, how are you?
Very well, Steve. How are you?
Very good. Welcome back to MWC 25.
Yeah, fantastic. Great to be here.
Only your 20th year at the event. But what's the most interesting thing you've seen here?
Well, it's only been one day, but it's hard to avoid the constant chatter about AI. I mean, it is everywhere. Sometimes I'm afraid attached to previous messages, just the hyphen AI now.
Right.
You know, I'm afraid. However,
just print up the new signage.
Yeah. However, yeah, exactly. I do think though that there is a lot of good work being done, and actually AI and enabling operations. And also obviously the way that service providers deal with their customers, et cetera. So there has definitely been a lot of momentum. That AI market is moving extremely fast. Some things that I would have thought would have taken several years,
right,
if not 5 or more years to come to fruition, are happening in a much shorter time frame, which is interesting to see.
But you know, if we look at operations, that's a focus on saving money, typically. Yeah. Customer service, obviously, that's saving the customer relationship. When do they start working out how to make money from AI?
Yeah, it's interesting. In your opening comments, you referred to this sort of existential crisis that
right,
those companies that offer network services may be facing. I always shy away from that term because at the end of the day, the world depends so much on connectivity,
yeah,
and that improving and getting better and better and better, that there will always be that capability. Now, who delivers that?
Exactly.
And in what form? may change. And in fact, the business models are already changing. Everywhere in the world, you're seeing structural separation in terms of creating entities that offer networks and versus services and all that, and also network sharing and all that. So the models are changing. But what we're urging at Global Data, what we're urging our tech clients really to focus on is don't make it just about saving money or creating efficiency. Yes, that has to happen in terms of the solutions that are offered, but it also has to be about, hey, operator, how are we going to make money?
Right.
And what we want to see, or I want to see, is a sort of new spirit, ecosystem spirit that is more collaborative about growing revenues and solving customer problems together, and not so much here's some stuff, make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to move out of the products and talk about how they're used. But I have to say, do you think carriers have the right culture to do that, to succeed? Because there's a risk they could just become a data utility here, and then other people do the clever stuff. And honestly, the track record in the last 5 years with 5G, I mean, they really biffed it, right?
Yeah.
And now we have AI, which seems exponentially more complicated. Can they do it, Jerry? Are they going to succeed?
Well, I'll say some will and some won't.
Okay.
And here's the thing: if you look at the companies, the service providers that are actually doing well, it's the service providers that really had the luxury of starting from scratch, building up from new, so they could do it right the first time. They could build a 5G SA network from the get-go, or they could fully automate their operations from the beginning. The companies that have to make some sort of legacy transition and do it cautiously and have shareholders to answer to are struggling more. So yeah, the answer is it can happen, they can do it, but they really need to be brave and sort of be willing to blow up what they're doing and build fresh in a way.
Yeah. Fantastic. Jerry, it's always a pleasure. We've only been working together for almost 40 years.
1990s, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly,
well, there wasn't an internet. We didn't have cell phones, but those are the bad old days. All right. Thanks, Jerry. And,
all right, Steve.
Thank you, our audience, and we'll see you later in the day for more news and analysis from MWC 25.